Check, check. So
Yeah.
tomorrow or tonight, I'm going to give you the bag of gear to take with you.
Sure.
I should be there by 6 o'clock, 6. But if I have a car problem, anything like that,
Right,
so
right. No problem.
Do you need your dongle?
Yeah, if I'm doing the game on my cell phone, I do.
Yeah. Bring your dongle because I'll have mine. So I gave you one.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to remember where it's at.
Yeah. Because I need mine.
Right. Did I put it in my? Where did I put it? Good question. Where did I put that dongle? Oh, found an old granola bar.
There you go.
I don't know if it's any good or not, but probably is. Get rid of some.
Hmm. 47-34.
Well, hopefully I have it home. I sure don't see it in here. What would I? Boosters. That's Carterville's reeds. Need to keep that.
Yeah, keep that. I got to figure out.
Did you say you got that at Best Buy?
Nope. I got it at Walmart.
Walmart.
Yeah.
What's it called?
just a dongle for, you got the lightning port. Yours is the USB-C port. Yours is different than this one. So
Okay.
you just go up there and tell them that you need a dongle for your phone. They'll know what you need. Hey, everybody online, good evening to you. Happy Friday. I'm going to turn your headphones down just a second. Hang on. So you put that where you want it. You put this where you want it.
Say it again.
You can. That's your volume, so you can change it wherever you want it.
Okay.
Yep. How much time is left? All right, Brian, you can roll the open, buddy.
All righty, let's get it. Here we go. Give me a minute.
Hey, hello, everybody.
Am I not supposed to hear Q?
Your home for Carterville Lions basketball is News Radio 1340, WJPF, W2, 9.5 FM.
It's time for the Carterville Lions. Credit Union, IBEW Local 702, Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating, Clark Natural Stone, Ron Ward Chevrolet, and First Southern Bank. These sponsors also back the Lions, Joe's Lawn Care, the Bank of Herrin, John A. Logan College, Stephen Rich's Barber Styling, and Polar Whip. It's the Carterville Lions on News Radio WJPF.
Hey, good evening, everybody. Happy Friday night to you. Dave McKenzie and John Homan at Memorial Gymnasium at Herrin High School. Back to conference play for the Carterville Lions tonight. John Homan and the Lions taking on the Herrin Tigers here on Pink Out Night, a packed house. This is the perfect environment for high school basketball.
That's what you like to see at all high school basketball venues, and one of the few times you can walk into Herrin and see more pink than orange.
Yeah.
So, but it's for a great cause. supporting cancer research and supporting those individuals who are dealing with cancer in one form or another, or their loved ones who are supporting their families. So yeah, it's a great cause, a great environment for basketball tonight. You just love having the electricity here in the gym and the air tonight.
I tell you what, let's talk about this basketball game tonight. Conference game. Carterville Lions have a 2-game lead in the conference over the Herrin Tigers. At worst case, Carterville is going to tie for the conference by the end of next week. So does all the pressure set on Herrin Tigers tonight?
Well, it's a must-win for the Tigers. I mean, they feel that if they can run the table, they can still win the conference, right, or at least tie for it.
At least tie for it.
But that puts more pressure on them, and the Lions. If the Lions can find a way to get one on the road here tonight, then that puts them in the catbird seat, as they say. These
two teams met back on January 8th, and Carterville won 48-44. So back to conference play. We go tonight. Of course, Carterville is 4-2 on the road. The Herrin Tigers are 4-1 here at their home gym. This is your John A. Logan College pregame show. Both teams are going out through their pregame warm-ups, and Carterville Lions, they're going to be wearing white uniforms tonight, as Herrin is wearing their pink out uniforms, but the Carterville Lions sporting those pink out T-shirts, which is nice to see. I love it when those teams come together to support each other.
Yeah, it's one of those situations where they're warm-up shirts. Warm-up shirts for the Lions are pink, just like the Tigers are pink, and everyone's together on this cause, everybody.
Absolutely. John A. Logan pregame show is going to continue when we come back. You're going to hear from the head coach of your Carterville Lions, Shane Hawkins. He's coming up next here on News Radio WJPF.
SIU Credit Union now offers their free checking with e-statements accounts. Sign up for free checking and start earning a dividend on balances over $1,000. Open with just $25, and there's no monthly fees when you sign up for e-statements. Get access to over 85,000 free ATMs nationwide and free online banking and valuable SIU CU rewards. To start earning, apply online at SIUCU.org. Membership required, insured by NCUA.
There's always time for the drive-thru deal. Because no matter how fast you are at making breakfast, McDonald's is faster.
Wake up to McDonald's breakfast. Right now, buy a sausage biscuit, sausage McMuffin, or sausage McGriddle, and get the second one for just $1. Order ahead in the app and pick up curbside. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer. Valid for product of equal or lesser value.
Da-da-ba-ba-ba.
When it comes to air conditioning and heating, there's only one name you need to know. Over 40 years ago, Charlie decided if he was going to put his name on his air conditioning and heating business, he better do things right. So he decided to make sure Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating would be a company you could depend on. Charlie's would love to be your air conditioning and heating company. Only one name you need to know. Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating. Charlie'sAirandHeat.com.
Coach Shane Hawkins joins us on our pregame show. Unfortunately, I missed the first round matchup of this competition. That was back in December, but you came away with a 48-44 win, if I'm correct. And you did something a little different in that game, kind of how you defended, if I remember right.
Yeah, they had just kind of mismatches and kind of played off some people. And their big three are really good. And you have to give a lot of attention to Lukens and Williams and Harrison, and we did. And we kind of dodged some bullets there. Weber didn't get going. I think he was 2 for 7 from the field. This was also pre-Chris Nelson. They didn't have him, who gives them an extra athlete out there. I don't know that same stuff will kind of play in tonight. The other part of it is, yeah, we were pretty good defensively. They shot it really, really good. They were their big three were 13 of 46, and we kept them as a team. We kept them right at 30%. And I don't know that we can do that again. Percentages usually don't work that way in 2 games in a row. But yeah, I mean, I thought we played really hard. We defended. I think we had a say in some of those misses, and I think once they had missed a couple, then they kind of struggled to get on a roll. So I think we had a little bit to do with that. But I don't know if we can rely on that happening again tonight.
Of course, it's their pink out game here this evening that's taking place. So just like always, it's going to be a packed house. But this is one of my favorite rivalry games that we play.
Yeah, it's you get them now. We get it 2 times a year. Being in the conference and what's fun about it is. It doesn't really matter what the records are. You're going to have guys who compete probably a little extra hard tonight than what they do on an average night. And what we talked about last time was, and we'll talk about it again, is you can't be emotionally drunk. You can't get caught up in everything that's going on. You can't get caught up. This is going to be, for our seniors, it's going to be the last time they play Herrin in basketball. Some of them are, don't play baseball, don't play a spring sport. This is going to be the last time they play, competing against Herrin in a setting like this for the rest of their lives. And you have to get past the point of it being emotional, but play with emotion is kind of how we term it. You got to play with passion and you got to play with emotion, but you can't be emotional and now you lose focus of what you're supposed to be doing, either offensively, defensively, and you kind of get out of the game because you're so caught up in the emotions of it. So again, you have to do that with every rivalry game. So we've talked about that a little bit. We'll talk about it again, and just go play, have fun. It's the good thing is about the pressure's on them. There's zero pressure on us when we walk out of here tonight. And when we take the floor next Friday, in 2 Fridays, we're going to be at least tied for the conference lead. So, if they have their chance to stay in the race, they've got to win tonight. The pressure is on them. They were the ones picked to win it. We're picked second. We weren't. Here we are. Just go play the game. Have fun. Go play hard. Give ourselves a chance to win at the end and see if we can execute the last couple minutes.
Coach, this Lions team has kind of hovered right around 500 all year. There's 2.5 weeks of basketball left, really.
You can go to break after this.
To the team down this final quarter of the schedule.
Yeah, it's just, it's going to happen fast. We're going to play 2 this week and 3 next week and 3 and then 1. And it goes by really fast. And we talk about every year at the beginning, and then you get between the tournaments, and then you get after the midwinter tournament. It's here. Enjoy it. Enjoy the last night in regular season games. You're going to get a couple senior nights. You're going to get a pink out night like tonight. Just enjoy it because there's nothing like high school athletics. I mean, you play for your school and your community, and you don't have that once you leave high school. I mean, if we have somebody who would go play college at any sport, it's different. It's not like you grew up, you're knowing where you're going, and you didn't play against the same guys for 9 or 10 years. So, just enjoy it. I thought we had a really good week of practice, which I say that a lot, but I mean, we had really good energy for 4 days. This team's funky, and when we're learning all the time, it's some of the things we do in practice, we don't get carried over into a game. And one of them is we're sometimes more competitive in practice with each other than we are in the games. And hopefully we're to that point now with 9 games in the regular season left and playing for a conference championship and playing for regional seeds, that hopefully that clicks. And hopefully we can go out and put it together on both ends and both the offense and the defense, but also just kind of playing with passion and playing with some fire and playing for the guy next to you. And hopefully that's what we can get out of the next 9 games and maybe get on a run here in the last couple of weeks.
Good luck. We'll chat postgame.
All right. Thank you.
John A. Logan College is proud to support area high schools in the classroom and on the playing field. John A. Logan offers high school students the opportunity to earn college credit while in high school. Students can get a jump start on their college careers while saving money. After high school, students can easily transition to one of the college's career and technical education programs or a traditional baccalaureate transfer program. No matter your path, you'll know why everyone says, why would you go anywhere else? Good luck this season and visit jalc.edu.
Are you looking to enhance the beauty of your home or garden? Look no further than Clark Natural Stone, your go-to destination for rock, decorative stone, mulch, and even top. With a wide range of high-quality natural stone products, Clark Natural Stone has something to fit your taste and style. Clark Natural Stone understands your unique wants and needs when it comes to turning your home into the talk of the town. So if you're looking to make the outside of your home as beautiful as your inside, go 5 miles east of Marion and talk to the folks at Clark Natural Stone. Clark Natural Stone, premier landscaping service of Southern Illinois.
At the Bank of Herrin, we know that between family and work, it can be a challenge to find the time to take care of things like going to the bank. And really, what you need is a way to do your banking on the go. Well, we've got good news. With the Bank of Herrin mobile banking app, you can manage debit cards, find bank locations, monitor account activity, even make a deposit. Just a few of the ways our mobile banking app can save you a trip to the bank. We'd love for you to come and see us, but now you don't have to. The Bank of Herrin, it's not just a bank, it's mobile banking. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome back to Herrin High School. Dave McKenzie and John Homan with you. John, we play tonight. Tomorrow night we're going to go to Benton and then start. There's only
been a while since we've been to Benton.
Yeah, it has been a whole week. And a non-conference game against the Rangers.
Yeah.
But then you look at the end of the schedule. There's only 2 weeks and a game left.
Right.
Next week, Frankfort, Carbondale, AJ, Tuesday, Friday, Saturday at home. And then on the following week, it will be Harrisburg, Massac on the road. Vandalia, who we just played at the BIT, comes back to Carterville. And then we wrap up the season with Murfreesboro on that Tuesday. We are down to less than a quarter of the season left.
Yeah, it's rolling through there, I tell you. Anytime, right after the holidays, you know you're getting toward that sprint to the finish line. And the Lions, we're going to find out what's their true identity. I mean, right now they're 2 games above 500. That's great, but it could have been better. Maybe it could have been worse. I don't know. But we're going to find out if the Lions are closer to a 500 team or closer to a championship level team. And that kind of starts tonight, I would say.
Absolutely. And how do you compare to a team like the Benton Rangers?
Yeah.
You know, we'll find that out coming up tomorrow night as the Rangers are just an incredibly powerful team here in Southern Illinois. So, yeah, you're exactly right. I think we find out who this Lions team really is. They've hovered right around that 500 mark pretty much all season. They've had some exceptionally good moments. They've had some exceptionally bad moments. So now's the time to kind of put it all together, though.
Well, it is the time because there's not a whole lot of time left.
Yeah.
You know, you don't want to wait till it's too late. But, speaking of Benton, that will be quite a test tomorrow. Non-conference, like you said. But they might be the best team at home in Southern Illinois.
Yeah, non-conference game tomorrow night at Benton. We're going to go on and take our final break here on our John A. Logan College pregame show. When we come back, starting lineups in the tip-off between the Herrin Tigers and your Carterville Lions here on NewsRadio WJPF.
At Ron Ward Chevrolet in Herrin, we are teaming up to bring you the best deal on your next vehicle. At Ron Ward, we always have over 100 cars to choose from. You can shop our entire selection at ronwardchevy.com. Come test drive your next vehicle, and we'll have the car and keys ready before you arrive. Now that's teamwork. So come see our team at Ron Ward Chevy in Herrin. We support all of our Southern Illinois athletes. We wish you all the best.
Ron Ward Chevrolet.
They're doing a quick presentation to Lukens here.
Don't let the name
Didn't know they were going to do that. They didn't tell us that.
Electrical Workers Local 702 represents more than just electricians. The IBEW is made up of Southern Illinois linemen, tree trimmers, telephone workers, utility workers, city employees, factory workers.
Save your mic, turn it off, just turn it back on when the anthem's on.
The IBEW, you're really supporting Southern Illinois. Help make Southern Illinois a brighter place. Put your trust in the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers Local 702, providing a better lifestyle for members and a better life for all.
Punctual service, 5-star satisfaction, and the experience that comes from 40 years of the business. Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating in Carterville is your York dealer. Charlie's wants to keep you comfortable no matter what the weather's like, as well as help you save money on your energy bill. There's a reason Charlie's has a reputation for excellence and integrity. Learn more about installing a new York system at charliesairandheat.com or call today for a free estimate. With York, install confidence.
River Radio Sports Central is in gyms everywhere this winter. I'm Darren Kennard, and you can join me live on Facebook Friday nights after the games for Friday Night Live, presented by SI Towing in Marion. On Facebook and Twitter, go like and follow River Radio Sports Central. River Radio Sports Central, powered by Reynolds Exteriors, Marion Chevy, and IBEW Local 702. I'll see you live on Facebook Friday nights for Friday Night Live, presented by SI Towing.
You're listening to News Radio WJPF Herrin and WCIL Carbondale, a proud member of River Radio, a division of Max Media.
Back at Memorial Gymnasium at Herrin High School, Dave McKenzie and John Homan alongside, getting you set for rivalry game here, cross-county rivalry. And man, you talk about Herrin Tigers, their schedule this weekend. Carterville tonight, Marion coming in tomorrow night.
Yeah, it's a heck of a 1-2 punch.
It is.
Talk about, cross-county rivalries. Got two of them on the same weekend.
Yeah, absolutely.
But, it should be a lot of fun for basketball fans this weekend.
Looking forward to our halftime show coming up this evening as well. Carterville Athletic Director Brett Dial's going to join us. Carterville bowling team participating in the state competition up at O'Fallon at St. Clair Bowl had an outstanding day. They move on to the second day coming up tomorrow, and some good things happened to some Carterville bowlers up there today.
Yeah, I kind of tracked it all day long, and we have some coverage on that meet. And the Lions are in 7th place. They finished 7th and day one out of a total of 24 schools. So because of that, the Lions advanced to day 2. The only other local schools from our immediate area would be Herrin and Harrisburg. Harrisburg's number 1 going into the finals tomorrow. Herrin is number 10 behind Carterville at 7. And then if you want to include Salem, they're on the far outskirts. They're, I think, number 3. So, there's a lot of local flavor to the state meet this year.
Yes, there is, and Brett Dial will be joining us coming up at halftime. Carterville Lions starters have been announced on the floor. As always, Coach Shane Hawkins is going with Josh Waller, the 5'11 senior. He's also going to go with Drew Barrington. Throw in Brandon Skelcher, Braden Wakey, Colton Hawkins, the starting 5 for the Carterville Lions. The Herrin Tigers, they shut off the lights here inside the gym this evening for the starting lineups. John, I like the new video boards, and it really adds a spice inside this gym. And congratulations to the Tigers. That's a good look on both ends of this gym.
Yeah, it really is. It's I'm sure a lot of financial a lot of money invested in this project, but it sure is a dandy. You're talking about college type, quality
player introductions.
And,
yeah,
just really fantastic.
The pump up video is pretty awesome. So now the starters are going to be announced for the Herrin Tigers and Coach Saylor's shirts. Of course, coming into the game 15-6 on the year. The Tigers do. Carterville comes in 11-9. The starters for the Herrin Tigers: Kyrie Slukins, Xavier Williams, also Keegan Weber, Jonathan Harrison, and Chance Estes, the starters for Coach Saylor shirts. So not much basketball left in the season, and the thing too, and Coach mentioned it during our pregame, John, the fact that Carterville and Herrin play twice a year now in regular season games, which is pretty awesome. So
both teams now in the Ohio. Carterville came over this year for the first time after being in the Mississippi for all those years, and one of the products of a growing enrollment. at Carterville. One of the reasons why they were added to the Ohio instead of staying on to the Mississippi.
Absolutely. And so another conference game, and Carterville, when you look at the Ohio division, Carterville leads that Ohio division, a 4-1 mark. You have Murphy and Herrin in second place, each with a 2-2 record tonight. Big game for Murfreesboro. Is it
at Massac?
At Massac,
yeah.
And it could be win number 900. Is that right for Daryl Murphy, or 600?
No, 600.
600 for Daryl Murphy. And then you have Hammersburg wrapping up the Ohio side of the conference at 1-3. On the Mississippi side, Benton 5-0, Pinckneyville and Nashville 3-2, AJ 2-3, DuQuoin and West Frankfort 1-4. Pre-game announcements are done. Ball is in the air, and the Herrin Tigers, moving left to right, have the basketball as they throw it up top now to Kyrese Lukens, who was just honored during the pregame for scoring 1,000 points last week. And Carterville picks off their first pass. Here they come into the front court. With it is Waller, who gets it to Barrington on the left wing. Over to Hawkins, top of the key now to Drew Barrington. Carterville moving right to left. Carterville wearing their white uniforms here on the road on pink out night at Herrin High School. Wake, he controls and throws to Barrington on the right wing. Top of the key now to Skelcher. He's got an open three. It was too strong off the back of the iron. And Jonathan Harrison with the rebound. Quickly the other way, the shot put up from Nelson, and he missed the runner. And Carterville gets the rebound. No score, 7-10 here on this first quarter clock. Carterville forces a turn or turns it over to the Tigers, and the layup the other way is good on the breakout.
He missed the layup. Nelson's missed 2 breakaway layups, but he was fouled the second time around.
So I didn't hear who the foul was on, but Chris Nelson is shooting 2 free throws. Nelson, the track star for the Herrin Tigers, brings so much speed to this Herrin Tiger lineup.
And he hasn't played basketball since 8th grade, so he has a lot of catching up to do.
Chris Nelson, just a junior. And he stands 6'2" at the free throw line. Second free throw from Nelson is off the mark, and a rebound grab by Colton Hawkins. No score. We are a minute into the game as Barrington crosses the timeline, working over to Skelcher on the right wing with Harrison on him defensively. Skelcher trying to dribbles out, brings it up top. Barrington takes it from Drew. Back to Brandon, now back to Drew Barrington. Right-hand dribble to the right side. Baseline, getting in the air, finds Waller, open left wing, good! Boy, it would be nice to see Josh Waller have a huge night here tonight.
Well, that's his spot, isn't it? The left wing or left corner.
He loves that there. Carterville up 3-0, and it's Herrin basketball. Harrison into the low block, throws it to Nelson. He turns it over. Carterville's Skelcher picks it up, and that is third turnover on the Tigers. Oh, Barrington shrugged the foot, got away with one, and Waller launches a three. That one just a little bit too strong. Rebound by the Tigers, length of the floor, taking it into the paint. Nelson.
He just can't handle the basketball
No,
right
he
now.
can't.
Too quick for the ball.
And Barrington put a shot up and thought he had got fouled. And no foul called there as he thought maybe Keegan Weber had got him on the wrist. He drove to the baseline, got in the air. But the ball is going to stay here on the Carterville end. Moving right to left on your radio dial. Left side to Hawkins, top of the key to Wakey. Wakey now to Drew Barrington. He drives in, had the ball slapped from behind, and they're going to get Jonathan Harrison with his first foul of the game. It's going to be Carterville basketball. Baseline left. Barrington finds Wakey up top before the 5-second count. He's yet to dribble. Finally does with the left hand. Backdoor cut to Barrington off the glass and good. Drew Barrington. Nice feed from Braden Wakey. Herrin basketball. Just now crossing the timeline is Kyrese Lukens. Over to the right side. Chris Nelson lost the ball.
Williams,
Xavier Williams. And another turnover.
Yeah,
Number 4 on the Tigers.
They've got Butterfingers out there, luckily for the Lions.
Lions have the 5-0 lead here with 5:15 remaining in this first quarter. Barrington reverses on the right wing, takes it to the baseline, got away with a travel, no call, finds Waller, top of the key. Now it's Skelcher to Barrington. Drew yet holds the ball, dribbles around. Williams, who comes out on him defensively, takes it left side, backdoor feed to Braden Wakey. Oh, he missed the bunny, got the rebound, and a shot was partially blocked. I believe Harrison got his hand on that one, though. Here's Lukens to the hole, and he's fouled from behind. Brandon Skelcher just picked up his first personal foul.
You have a couple of leapers with Wakey and Harrison out there, and they'll probably take turns blocking one another's shots. Two best shot blockers in the league, I'd say.
So it's going to be Lukens at the line for the Tigers. The first one is good. Tigers are on the board here with 4:43 showing on this first quarter clock. The foul was on Drew Barrington. And Lukens hits the second free throw. So it's 5-2. Herrin picks up the pressure in the backcourt. They get it into the front court, though, to Waller. Waller finds Hawkins. He leaves it, tried to leave it, turns it over, giving it back to the Hawkins. Tried to behind the back pass on the baseline. Backdoor feed, and the layup is good, though, to Chris Nelson. Good assist. Carterville beats the press. Waller to the block. Barrington in stride three, no good. And the rebound is pulled down by Lukens. He takes it into the front court himself. Crossover on the right wing. Stunner steps, takes it to the hole. Left-hand runner, no good. And going over the back, and the ball out of bounds off of the Herrin Tigers. So it's going to be Carterville basketball. Length of the floor. They get it in to Waller. He's doing a good job getting into behind the defender to break that press. Here's Barrington, top of the key. Left-hand dribble to Waller. Waller finds it. Wakey on the block. Head fake, kicks it right side. Three from Hawkins is no good, and the rebound grab by Jonathan Harrison. To Nelson. Nelson into the paint. Right-hand layup. He got fouled. And so Chris Nelson is going to go to the line to shoot two as they get Colton Hawkins on the personal foul.
Well, we know that Nelson missed his last two free throws. Let's see if he struggles again.
He's got 2 points and hits the free throw. Up to three. 5-5 ball game with 3:36 remaining here in the first quarter. Second from Nelson, too strong. Wakey gets the rebound for the Lions. Colton Hawkins is going to bring the ball across midcourt himself to the left side of the logo, moving right to left. Takes it top of the key, down the paint, down the lane, trying to feed Wakey. He saves it from going out of bounds. A three from Waller, just too short. Skelcher's there to clean it up. He didn't get it, but Hawkins gets the board. Waller now to Skelcher. Carterville's missed a couple of bunnies down in the paint here in the first 4 minutes of this game. Barrington slows the pace with 3 minutes remaining. Time ball game 5-5. Hawkins off the elbow. Wants to get it to Barrington. Does around Weber. In the paint. Wakey shot a little bit short. Comes right back to him, but he didn't pick it up cleanly. He picks up a personal foul instead as he took Kyrese Lukens to the floor. It's going to be Herrin basketball on the sideline, right in front of Coach Saylor's shirts and the Tigers bench. 2:48 remaining here in the first quarter. Herrin comes into the game averaging 53.5 points a ball game. Carterville averaging just over 51 a game. Weber, right wing. Now it's Nelson. Nelson, top of the key. Back to Weber. the right side with the left-hand dribble. Finds Kyrese Lukens over on the left wing. Carterville's matched up man-to-man. Lukens down the lane. The runner a little short. Carterville gets the rebound. Hawkins pulls that one down. Good defense by Carterville that time. In the game is Alex Kimbrough and Caden Wilson for the Lions. Wilson to the hole, gets the layup.
Nice backdoor cut.
It was. Gets Carterville back into the lead. 2-point lead, 7-5, with 2:05 remaining in the first quarter. Crossover, top of the key. Xavier Williams. Shirt tail out, driving to the hole, the bucket, and the foul. They're going to count it. The foul is going to be on Drew Barrington, which will be his second. So Xavier Williams on the board and at the line with a chance at the and one.
It's a huge foul on Barrington. Certainly a key player on the Lions team.
They didn't count the bucket. Yeah, they did. Okay.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
Just slow on the scoreboard.
He may need to come out of the game for the Lions.
Yep. You don't want him to pick up his third here in this first quarter. Rebound on the missed free throw by Carterville. But Barrington's on the floor. Found Caden Wilson, right side. Bounce pass to Hawkins. Back to Wilson, right wing to Kimbrough. Kimbrough drives in. Found Caden Wilson. He launches the three. That was off the front of the iron. And the rebound is grabbed by Jonathan Harrison. Outlet pass now to Lukens. Launches the three. No good. And it's Carterville basketball with 1:12 left, trailing by 2. It's 9-7. Over on the right wing. Driving into the paint, Kimbrough to Wakey. Now, three is good. Big shot from Caden Wilson. He's got 5 since coming in the game about the last 2.5 minutes.
Seems like he's getting more and more confidence in taking that outside shot, too.
Carterville leads it 10-9. They got the 1-point lead with 45 seconds to play in this opening quarter. Harrison, step back, thought about shooting, finds Weber. He goes baseline, and the clear-out bump from Chris Nelson. Misses the layup, got his rebound, puts it back again, and that one goes. Nelson with 5 first-quarter points. And Herrin has the 1-point lead, 21 with 20 seconds remaining here on Pink Out Night. Great atmosphere here at Memorial Gymnasium. Carterville's going to hold for the final shot. 10, 9, 8 on the game clock. Barrington right of the circle with Lukens on him defensively. Leaves it for Wilson. Wilson right of the circle. Can't get the shot off. Are they going to count it? No, it would not have counted, but it ends the first quarter of basketball. The Herrin Tigers lead the Carterville Lions 11-10 here on News Radio WJPF.
At Southern Illinois Rejuvenation Center, their process is simple. To rejuvenate the youthful appearance.
Come on. Why is it?
You got 4 turnovers for Herrin still. I had to miss them.
On Herrin and 2 on Carterville.
2 on Carterville. Okay, I missed 1 on Carterville. Okay.
This is News Radio 1340 WJPF Herrin, W258BP Herrin, 99.5 FM.
Bank with people you know, who know and love Southern Illinois. First Southern Bank is a community bank that cares
bringing
for and
Cox
gives
in.
back to the communities we serve. Locally owned, local people, local decisions, and locations throughout Southern Illinois to serve you. First Southern Bank, community banking at its best. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Visit First Southern Bank at firstsouthernbank.net.
Welcome back to Herrin High School. Dave McKenzie and John Homan here with you as we are glad to have you. And heading to the second quarter, the Herrin Tigers have the 1-point lead. It is 11-10, John Homan.
And a big change in the lineup for the Tigers. They bring in Grady Cox, the junior forward, 6'4" forward, and missed all of the season after injuring his knee in the early part of the summer.
Grady Cox wears number 33. And on the floor, and the shot blocked by Jonathan Harrison on the drive from Caden Wilson for the Carterville Lions. So Harrison
Lions caught a break there.
That's the second on Harrison. It's the second team foul on the Herrin Tigers, and it's going to put Caden Wilson at the line. He's got a couple of free throws coming. This Lions broadcast brought to you by Stephen Rich's Barber Styling as Wilson hits the free throw. Stephen Rich's Barber Styling on Division Street in Carterville, open Tuesday through Friday from 8 to 5, Saturday from 8 until 2. Caden averaging about 4 points a game. He has 6 here. As he's tied the game with the first one, gives the Lions the lead with the second. Carterville up 1, 12-11. Herrin basketball. Coming across the timeline is Xavier Williams. Gets it to Lukens and feeds it to Harrison. Harrison between the circles, top of the key. Free throw line, jumper good, and a foul on Colton Hawkins is going to give Jonathan Harrison the opportunity at the 3-point play. Colton Hawkins can't believe he got called for the foul.
Well, it was a touch foul just like, I guess, the one on the other end. So sometimes the officials try to even things up a little bit.
So Harrison misses the free throw, and the Tiger lead stays at 1 point. Carterville ball. 3 from Caden Wilson, no good. Battle for the rebound, tipped out, and Lukens has it. Drives in to the right side, toward the baseline. A lot of contact, but no foul. Jumper off the iron, no good from Williams, and the rebound is grabbed by Drew Barrington. Physical ball game, starting to get that way, John.
I think both teams are starting to settle into a little bit on the offensive end. Kind of helter-skelter that first quarter. I think they're going to play a little bit better the second quarter.
Barrington now to Hawkins. Left of the circle, around the screen, big screen from Wakey. Now to Wilson, to the paint. Nope, here's Caden Wilson in the corner. Oh, had to open 3. That's Kimbrough, rebound. And he got fouled, and Grady Cox picks up his first foul of the game.
Well, somebody has to step up with Drew Barrington out of the game. Oh, he's back in now, but Wilson's not afraid to take that outside shot from the corner.
No, and you can't. Shooters got to shoot, you know. So Alex Kimbrough, who averages 2 points a game at the line, shooting free throws, misses the first. This Lions broadcast is brought to you by Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating in Carterville, your York dealer and proud to serve the region for over 40 years. Find out more. Visit charliesairandheat.com.
Now Wilson's out. Take a breather.
Yep. Kimbrough's second free throw is good. Gets Alex in the scorebook. And it ties the game at 13, 6:40 remaining. Outlet pass. The layup no good. Rebound Herrin. Lukens has it. And they bounce it down on the right side. That's Nelson. Now it's with the basketball is Harrison, and we have a whistle away from the ball. And that may be a foul on Alex Kimbrough.
Yeah. Yeah, you called that one right.
So Herrin basketball far side from our location here at Memorial Gymnasium. On the right side of the lane, now it's Harrison, feeds it down low to Grady Cox, and just a little bit out of his reach, it goes out of bounds, and the turnover gives it back to the Carterville Lions. Length of the floor to go with 6:15 remaining, tie ball game, 13-13. As Barrington just now stands on the logo at midcourt. Back and forth, left side now to Skelcher. Skelcher, a high dribble, almost trapped in the corner, traveled with the basketball. It could have been a tie-up, but he traveled with it before the tie-up, and it's going to give it right back to Herrin.
See if Carterville picks up in the backcourt or not.
Appears they will, but they get the ball in easily to Xavier Williams. Xavier, the 5'10 sophomore, behind the back. Now drives left side to the corner left. That's Harrison. Harrison dribbles top of the key to the right side. Now Chris Nelson, and a foul away from the ball, and it's going to be on the Herrin Tigers. They're going to call it on Grady Cox.
his second in very limited time on the floor.
Had to have been a screen.
Yeah.
Still a tie ball game. 13-13 here. As Barrington has it. Left side to Hawkins. He got bumped. Baseline drive. Found Kimbrough. Now head fake by Skelcher right wing. Left-hand dribble top of the key for Barrington. Takes it into the paint. Down toward the block. Trying to reverse. Hawkins jumper. Oh, fakes the shot. Gets Barrington. Drew drives into Harrison and backs it up. Crosses over on Harrison. Kicks it corner left. Three from Kimbrough. No good. Ball tipped around with Brandon Skelcher. Off the glass too hard. And over the back is going to be called on Braden Wakey.
That'll be his second personal.
Third team foul here in this second quarter. Still tied at 13 with 5 minutes exactly remaining till halftime. Don't forget, Coach Brett Dial will join us. AD, he'll actually be AD Brett Dial here tonight, not football coach Brett Dial. A lot of good things happening for Carterville Athletics this weekend. The jumper runner from Lucan's no good. Carterville's board. Carterville's doing a good job rebounding, though. Here comes Barrington. Barrington, top of the key, feeds Hawkins, up and under. It rolls about 3 times around the rim, and Colton Hawkins is in the scorebook.
Shooter's touch there, huh?
Yeah. Xavier Williams, nice move. Got his shot blocked by Wakey, but it comes right back to Harrison. From the right elbow, kicks it right. There's Nelson's three is good. 8 in the game for Chris Nelson to lead the Herrin Tigers. And now it's Carterville's ball. Way too strong on the three from Skelcher. Air ball, as a matter of fact, and he's going to hear it the other way. They missed the dunk attempt from Jonathan Harrison, and a foul. Braden Wakey, I think, picked up number 3.
Yep. That puts some pressure on the Lions, no doubt.
Quickly getting up off the bench is going to be Caden Wilson to come get Braden Wakey. Jonathan Harrison, who's got 2 points in the contest, is at the line shooting 2. He's already been to the stripe 1 time. Couldn't complete the and 1, but he does hit the first here. Caden Wilson comes in. This Lions broadcast brought to you by Polar Whip. Come taste the legend. Polar Whip and Energy is a tradition. Now featuring car hops, called 988-9210. They'll bring their food out to you whenever you get there.
I think Colton Hawkins about the only one over 6 foot on the floor right now for the Lions.
Harrison misses the second. I think you're probably correct. Hawkins to Barrington. He's between the circles. Spin move into the paint at the free throw line. The high floater off the mark. Outlet pass to Harrison to the rack. Good defense by Josh Waller, because Harrison was getting ready to throw it down.
They're calling for a foul, a holding.
Timeout being called by the Herrin Tigers. Sailor Shirts wants the timeout. Shane Hawkins is disagreeing with the call on the ball going out of bounds, and he is livid, lighting up the official there, but we have a timeout on the floor with 3:46 remaining. Tigers up 2. It's 17-15 here on News Radio WJPF.
There's only one. His name on his air conditioning
30, please.
Business, he better do things right. So he decided to make sure Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating would be a company you could depend on. Charlie's would love to be your air conditioning and heating company. Only one name you need to know. Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating. Charlie'sAirandHeat.com.
This Lions broadcast is brought to you by IBEW Local 702, International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, providing a better lifestyle for members and a better life for all. 2-point lead for the Tigers here with 3:46 remaining till halftime. Timeout that was called by Sailor Shirts. And it's going to be Herrin basketball, baseline right. Over the corner, right side three put up from Xavier Williams, and a foul is going to be called once again on Grady Cox. And since he's come in here in this second quarter, he's got 3 personal fouls, and Nice to see him out on the floor, though.
Yeah, I mean, he's obviously out of basketball condition, and it'll take him a while before he's back playing to his capabilities.
Grady is junior. He'll be back. We'll see good things out of Grady coming up next year. Barrington across the timeline to the right side to Skelcher. Now it's Caden Wilson. Hawkins, right wing, give and go, and just got out of control and threw it away the other way. Tigers with the ball in the corner. Williams feeds it down low. Harrison, top of the key now to Williams. He takes it into the paint, pulls up, found Harrison just inside the arc, above the elbow. The shot's good. 5 in the game now for Jonathan Harrison.
Now another stoppage of play, and going to be another foul. They count the basket and the foul on Waller. But it's going to be, I guess, away from the ball, so they're going to let Carterville keep the basketball.
So now Alex Kimbrough comes in to get Josh Waller. The officials need to have a conversation. So the officials just want to clarify that there's no free throws. But that's the 5th team foul. And the 5th team foul, the bucket was good, and
now they're calling it. It'll be a shooting.
It's going to be a shooting foul because it's the 5th.
Team fouls, yeah. Nelson to the line. By the way, Herrin could have a much larger lead than 4. They are 4 out of 12 from the free throw line. That's 33%.
Yeah.
Stunningly bad.
So Chris Nelson with 5 points in the game. He's got the touch on that one. It's his 2nd make from the stripe. 6 in the game, 9 in the game. The 2nd on the way. That one rims out, and the rebound grabbed by Caden Wilson. Here comes Hawkins to the block, to Skelcher. Skelcher top of the key now to Drew Barrington. Drew works to the right wing and reverses back up top, wants to reset the offense. Shane Hawkins says go. Over to the right wing to Caden Wilson. Caden, bounce pass, good feed to Skelcher, who gets it to Kimbrough, now to Barrington. They were trying that little backdoor cut, driving to the hole, there's bucket in the foul! That's a big-time shot from Caden Wilson, and a foul on the Herrin Tigers.
Well, he's been the star of the game for the Lions here in the first half. He's keeping them in the ball game single-handedly.
Jonathan Harrison picked up his 3rd foul. And so Caden, who's got 7 points, all in the first quarter, now with 9 and the and 1. So Caden, 2 dribbles of the basketball. The free throw's good. 10 first half points for Caden Wilson. Coming off the bench, as a matter of fact. 2-point lead for the Tigers with the basketball. Lukens across midcourt to the hash on the left side. Right side now. His jumper from the free throw line from Williams is good. 6 now for Xavier. Williams, Carterville gets it into the front court quickly. Wilson, his pass tipped around, winds up with Skelcher. 3 from Hawkins, too strong. Again, a rebound and a foul is going to be called. I think they're going to get Caden Wilson, and they do.
A lot of fouls in this first.
Is scoreless here. Is at the line shooting 2 free throws. (22-18), just over 2 minutes remaining in this first half of basketball. Weber's first free throw, no good. Man, the Tigers should be up by 10.
Easily.
Maybe a dozen. Their free throw shooting is abysmal here in this first half of basketball. The 2nd now from Weber. Rims out again, and another rebound for the Lions. Here's Barrington, left of the circle. Top of the key to Hawkins, back to Barrington. Carterville can set the offense. Shane Hawkins sets the play call. Brings Caden Wilson out top, up high, high post. Weber on him defensively. Skelcher, 3, no good. And a rebound grab by Chris Nelson for the Tigers. Into the front court, takes it down the paint. Tried, how he got that to go, I'll never know. He lost control of the ball. He's got 11 points.
Wild and woolly.
And here's Barrington, high off the glass and good. 4 for Drew. How much pressure has the presence of Chris Nelson helped Kyrese Lukens this year?
Well, I think it's still a work in progress. It takes a little bit of pressure off, but if you look at it, Lukens hadn't hit one field goal for the whole first half.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah. Kyrese only with 2 free throws. Herrin turns the ball over, giving it right back to Carterville with 1:10 remaining. And it's 24-20. Tigers over your Carterville Lions. In the post to Hawkins. Kimbrough passes up the shot, gets the ball back to Hawkins. Hawkins off the elbow to Skelcher. Good ball movement by the Lions. Barrington looks inside, backdoor cut. Caden Wilson got fouled, and it's going to be on Rajion Price.
Oh, yeah. Try to prevent that 4th foul.
Each team with 5 fouls here in the second quarter, so both teams shooting free throws. And Caden hits the first. He's got 11 points. Leading.
Certainly making a bid for player of the game, isn't he?
He and Chris Nelson, each with 11 first half points. 47 seconds remaining, 24-21, 24-22. 45 seconds remaining till halftime. Coming up, it's going to be our SI Rejuvenation halftime report. Brett Dial will join us. We'll recap first half action here, look at some scores from around Southern Illinois, and Caden Wilson just picked up a foul as he sent
that'll be his second.
Nelson to the floor.
I believe. No, they
call Kimbrough.
Okay. His second.
So Chris Nelson can add to his first half 12. Don't forget, Carterville Lions back in action tomorrow night. Rich Herrin Gymnasium taking on the Benton Rangers. Second from Nelson. No good. Big rebound from Weber for the Tigers. Now they throw it to Lukens. 3, top of the key, too strong. Ball's tipped around right back to Lukens. And Herrin can hold for the final shot here to close out this first half of action. They have a 3-point lead, 25-22. Left side, Nelson. Back to Lukens. 10 seconds. 9-8 on the clock. Lukens way up high. Cross is our score as we head to the second or to halftime here at Herrin High School. Stay with us. Our SI Rejuvenation halftime report is coming up next on News Radio WJPF.
McMahon and his crew can
Weber
and 3 on Cox and 1 on
3 on Cox. That's it for them, right?
Yep.
Call 534.
Then Carterville has 2 on Waller, 2 on Barrington, 1 on Wilson, 1 on Hawkins,
That's 534.
3 on Wakey, and 2 on
With the
Kimbrough.
McDonald's app, you can
Is
get
that
your
right?
favorite thing delivered to
Yep.
your door.
Okay.
So you can eat your favorite thing while you watch your favorite thing at home. Order McDelivery.
For some reason, I have 3 on Hawkins.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Well, the thing
I don't
is,
know why.
I can't really read the
If you get a
board
friend go to
really follow that. I don't know.
free using points in the McDonald's app, you don't have to tell them you got it for free. Earn free food with the McDonald's app.
At participating McDonald's. SIU Credit Union now offers interest with their free checking with e-statements accounts. Sign up for free checking and start earning a dividend on balances over $1,000. Open with just $25, and there's no monthly fees when you sign up for e-statements. Get access to over 85,000 free ATMs nationwide and free online banking and valuable SIU CU rewards. To start earning,
I'm here. I got our mics off.
SIUCU.org. Membership required.
You're coming back.
NCUA.
Halftime here at Memorial Gymnasium on your Friday night. Dave McKenzie and John Homan alongside 25-22 is our score here at halftime, and we'll do a wrap-up of the game. First half action coming up here in just a couple of minutes, but we want to get Athletic Director Brett Dial into the conversation here with us. And Brett, man, crazy first half of basketball, but you've had a busy day, my friend.
Yes,
and,
these are the fun days, right? I mean, you get a big rivalry game tonight. You know, there's one classification in high school bowling, so we're talking every school in the state, you know, that's competing for the same championship. And Southern Illinois is very well represented. We've got a lot of schools up there. Herrin's up there, Harrisburg, Carterville, Salem, Mount Vernon. Those are some of the local schools that made the finals and first day of competition. You know, we have a bowler that rolled a 300 today, and that was at the state finals. And it was incredible. It was a great atmosphere and a great accomplishment from Mr. David Lutchka, and his teammates were mauling him after he did it, and it was a really cool sight, something very cool and different than what I normally get to see.
And that atmosphere when you because it's different if you bowl and if you bowl leagues and you've rolled 9, you've rolled 10, and you're at 11, you don't want anything to stop. You want the noise to be there. You don't want people to just stop and watch. But I watched the video of that last throw. It's amazing.
And what's hard in high school bowling with this is that, you know, there's 5 guys on a team, so he'll bowl his frame, and then the other 4 guys got to bowl theirs. Then they switch lanes, and I mean that's a tough feat. He's alternating lanes, and he's having to wait, you know, 4 people to shoot it each time. So it's hard to get in a rhythm, you know, and with that kind of crowd and pressure, he came through, and like I said, it was something really cool to see.
So Carterville qualifies 7th overall.
Right.
Top 12 advance. What time do things kick off tomorrow?
I think the first round tomorrow starts at 9 o'clock. They'll bowl 3 games, have lunch, and then bowl 3 more, and that'll determine your state champion. But, you know, just a real quick shout-out to our head coach, Lee Kirchner. Last year, our girls' team advanced to the state finals, and that was the first time in the school in program history, and he's the coach of that team too. So, you know, back-to-back years he's taken these teams to the state finals, and not only got there, but both teams have advanced today too. So he's doing some great things with their bowling program, and kids have really bought in and have gotten better each year, and just wanted to give him a shout-out for the work he's doing with our teams.
Also, we want to give a shout-out to Carterville Cheer. They're this weekend. They're up at sectionals for state.
Yeah, they compete. Association are playing for 3rd place, so things for our athletic programs.
He's AD tonight, not Coach Brett Dial, but always Coach. Thanks for the update, and look forward to see how things turn out tomorrow.
I appreciate it, guys. Have a good one.
Brett Dial joining us here on our halftime report. We're going to go on and take another break on our SI Rejuvenation halftime show. We will update this game and scores from around Southern Illinois when we come back here on News Radio WJPF.
Are you looking to enhance the beauty of your home or garden? Look no further than Clark Natural Stone, your go-to destination for rock, decorative stone, mulch, and even topsoil. With a wide range of high-quality natural stone products, Clark Natural Stone has something to fit your taste and style. Clark Natural Stone understands and needs when it comes to turning your home into the talk of the town. So if you're looking to make the outside of your home as beautiful as your inside, go 5 miles east of Marion and talk to the folks at Clark Natural Stone. Clark Natural Stone, premier landscapeable no matter what the weather's like, as well as help you save money on your energy bill. There's a reason Charlie's has a reputation for excellence and integrity. Learn more about installing a new York system at charliesairandheat.com or call today for
convenient locations and a dedicated professional staff. Our outreach and involvement in the communities we serve plays an integral role in how we do business, proving it's not just a bank, it's a relationship. The Bank of Herrin. Find out more at bankofherrin.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Halftime here at Herrin. Carterville trails the Herrin Tigers 25-22. Let's look at the scoring. We'll start first with the Herrin Tigers. They're led by the 12 points from Chris Nelson for Herrin. Also in the scorebook, we're looking at 5 from Jonathan Harrison. Kyrie Slukins with 2.
Stunning. Really stunning there.
6 from Xavier Wood. Drew Barrington with 4. Josh Waller with 3. And Alex Kimbrough with 1.
Well, looking at the stats for the half, the Herrin Tigers were 9 out of 21 from the field, 43%. Carterville 7 of 26 from the field, 27%. On 3-point shots, Herrin 1 out of 4, 25%. Carterville 2 of 14 by my count,
wow.
Dave, which is 14%. And free throws, can't say enough about this. The Herrin Tigers, 6 out of 18 from the line. That's only 33%. And you know that anything under, 50 or under is terrible.
Yeah.
And they're at 33%. Carterville, 4 out of 5, 80%. So not getting to the line, but when they do get the line, they're making their free throws. Herrin has just been abysmal, and they were really bad. They were under 50% the last game they played.
And I tell you what, we mentioned it earlier. They hit, if they're shooting 60%, they got a 12-point lead on Carterville here. Carterville over Weber, Benton leads DuQuoin 38-29. Hamco over El Dorado 46-34. Althoff over Mount Vernon Rams 32-28. That's a halftime score. Marion leads Carbondale 19-13 at the half. And Olney has a lead. Oh, my page refreshed. 21-16 over Newton this evening. Chester leads Oakville 24-19. Centralia over Cahokia at the half, 39-30. The score there, 38-26. Gallatin County over Crab Orchard. And let's see if we got any finals. Central Cougars knock off Roxana 59-25. Edco over Wayne City 42-30. And Mississippi Valley over Agape 52-31. Right now it is 25-22 here at Memorial Gymnasium at Herrin, as it's Pink Out Night, and they are honoring some cancer survivors and their families here at halftime, which is always awesome. You look around this gym and see all the pink, and we talked briefly about it, John, in pregame, but all the schools seem to get involved in, even like SIU, the blackout cancer games coming up, I think, in a couple of weeks. But I go back and I think about the last 2 years ago, I guess, with the Hossman family, when Joe's grandson and all the schools were coming together and providing funds, helping with that. And it's an amazing thing to see. We're competitors on the floor, but really all one group together.
Absolutely.
And it takes all of us.
It does. And these are touching stories, for all the families that are involved in one way or another. Everyone's touched by cancer in one form or another, either, a loved one or maybe a close friend. And, when we're talking about cancer and certainly recognition and benefits that are held to try to find aid cancer research, I'd like to give a shout out to the folks at Ziegler Royalton. For a small school, their Coaches versus Cancer fundraising is like tops in the state.
Yes,
per
it is.
capita. And guys like Randy Risley have been phenomenal in raising money to combat cancer. And so Southern Illinois is not exactly what you call a very lucrative, region of this country, but yet the hearts are huge and the people give until they can't give anymore. And it's just really makes you feel proud to be an American when you're living here in this area.
As they continue with the
superintendent of schools, a cancer survivor, Nathaniel Wilson.
And standing ovation for all those that are lined up on the floor here.
The building principal as well, Jeff Johnson, another cancer survivor. So, there's, about 24 of them out there?
Yeah, absolutely. And we're going to go on and take another break here on our SI Rejuvenation halftime show. And we'll be back in 2 minutes on News Radio WJPF.
River Radio Sports Central is in gyms everywhere this winter. I'm Darren Kennard, and you can join me live on Facebook Friday nights after the games for Friday Night Live, presented by SI Towing in Marion. On Facebook and Twitter, go like and follow River Radio Sports Central. River Radio Sports Central, powered by Reynolds Exteriors, Marion Chevy, and IBEW Local 702. I'll see you live on Facebook Friday night for Friday Night Live, presented by SI Towing.
At Ron Ward Chevrolet in Herrin, we are teaming up to bring you the best deal on your next vehicle. At Ron Ward, we always have over 100 cars to choose from. You can shop our entire selection at ronwardchevy.com. Come test drive your next vehicle, and we'll have the car and keys ready before you arrive. Now that's teamwork. So come see our team at Ron Ward Chevy in Herrin. We support all of our Southern Illinois athletes. We wish you all the best.
Ron Ward Chevrolet. Just great
prices. Ron Ward Chevrolet.
Don't let the name fool you. The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local 702, represents more than just electricians. The IBEW is made up of Southern Illinois linemen, tree trimmers, telephone workers, utility workers, city employees, factory workers, construction workers, and many more. So when you support the IBEW, you're really supporting Southern Illinois. Help make Southern Illinois a brighter place. Put your trust in the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local 702, providing a better lifestyle for members and a better life for all.
Rain or shine, sleet or snow, call Joe. Joe's Lawn Service, Carterville, is a locally owned and operated business serving Southern Illinois for over 20 years, specializing in much more than commercial or residential lawn care. Joseph McMahon and his crew can do snow removal.
You want another one?
Tree trimming or tree removal.
No, you can bring it back.
And much more. Call 534-8148.
We still got
Rain or
6
shine,
minutes until
sleet or
they did
snow,
an extended
call
halftime.
Joe.
Oh, okay. Yeah, take another break if you want.
That's 534-8148.
Pink Out Night here at Memorial Gymnasium at Herrin High School. We're at the half, 25-22, Herrin Tigers on top. We've updated scores, we've done our stats, and I guess don't forget tomorrow night, Carterville Lions on the road, non-conference game, taking on the Benton Rangers. The only other thing going on this weekend that I care about is football playoffs.
Hey, how about that?
And
I'm excited.
Kansas City Chiefs got a couple that are going to be out. They're big linemen, and now they're saying that Pacheco may be is questionable
really? Yeah.
for the game for Sunday. That's huge because he is the running game for the Chiefs. But it should be two great games, Ravens and in Kansas City. I'm still going to take Kansas City in the game. And on the other side, I think Detroit upsets the San Francisco 49ers
Really?
Sunday. I really do.
Well, you know what?
I think
would
they're
like
the team of destiny. They've just been kissed this year.
Well, I like the 49ers, and I would pick them to win, but I would love to see the Lions win and get some new blood in there. A team that has been, that's been starving for victories and big on a big stage. And the Lions finally had that big stage.
Can you imagine if Detroit upset San Francisco tomorrow?
No, that would be huge. I think the whole community of Detroit would just go bonkers.
I think it would be crazy. Also, it's just a busy day of sports tomorrow. There's high school games. Of course, Marion Herrin here tomorrow night. Johnny Logan is at Shawnee. Women play at 1 o'clock. Men play at 3 o'clock. SIU is at Murray.
Yep.
So that's always a good trip to go. Watch SIU on the road is just an hour and a half down the road.
I wanted to ask you've had a chance to see Logan play several times and doing the play-by-play on occasion, and I've seen a few of the Logan games. What's your take on Logan? Do you feel like the Vols have turned it around or not?
They're getting better,
Yeah.
especially the last 4 games going into the Christmas break and coming out, and they're much better than they were earlier in the season when it first started. But you know what? They're playing well in conference games in the GRAC, and I think they could be a team you need to probably look out a little bit for once you get into postseason play. At the GRAC tournament, the district tournament, and who knows? Who knows what can happen? They got the players. They just got to put it all together. 25-22 is our score here at Herrin. Both teams finally out of the locker room on this pink out night here for the Herrin Tigers. We're going to go on and take a final break on our SI Rejuvenation halftime report. We'll have second half action coming up next here on News Radio WJPF.
At Southern Illinois Rejuvenation Center, their process is simple: to rejuvenate the youthful appearance of the face. For the best results, it takes a specialist. The Southern Illinois Rejuvenation Center is the only facility in the Southern Illinois region with the technology, proven equipment, and quality products that all merge to create an experience that cannot be replicated. They work closely with you to create custom solutions to achieve your ideal look. For a complimentary consultation, visit them online at rejuvenatesi.com.
Bank with people you know, who know and love Southern Illinois. First Southern Bank is a community bank that cares for and gives back to the communities we serve. Locally owned, local people, local decisions, and locations throughout Southern Illinois to serve you. First Southern Bank, community banking at its best. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Visit First Southern Bank at firstsouthernbank.net.
When it comes to air conditioning and heating, there's only one name you need to know. Over 40 years ago, Charlie decided if he was going to put his name on his air conditioning and heating business, he better do things right. So he decided to make sure Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating would be a company you could depend on.
You want another one?
Charlie's would love
No,
to
you
be
can bring it
your
back.
Air Conditioning and Heating company. Only one name you need to know. Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating. Charlie'sAirandHeat.com.
Getting you ready for the second half here at Herrin. Of course, if you would like to watch the second half, don't forget you can head over to YouTube and watch the YouTube live stream. And I want to say hello to some people that watch us, all the Carterville games from Denver, Colorado. It is Brian and Olivia who live in Denver, and they're big Lions fans, and they watch the stream. And I just wanted to give them say hello to them this evening. But you can get almost every Carterville Lion game on the YouTube live stream wherever you are at around the country. Don't forget you can listen online at WJPF.com as well. What did the Lions need to do in the second half, John Homan, to maybe get past this Herrin Tiger team this evening?
Well, I think what the Lions have to do is shoot the ball better, for one thing. Not knocking. I mean, when you're shooting the ball, in the 20% range, or 27%, then that leaves a lot of room for improvement. So I don't think the turnovers were not a factor. The Lions have had some issues with turnovers, but not tonight. They just need to shoot the ball better, and I think that will keep them in the game if they can do that. That one little thing.
This may be a season low total for Carterville in turnovers at the half. They've only got 4.
Yeah,
and
they've been turning over 15 to 20 times a game.
Yeah, they've been outstanding, and so keep doing that, and you can stay in a game. You're not giving up those possessions when you're not turning it over.
And on the other side, you have to. Herrin has to make free throws, or they may end up losing the ball game, and so it's been a very emotional game. It's not a real well-played game at times. It's kind of sloppy times, but you can see the physicality, you can see the emotion, and I think we'll see a good second half.
Both teams are out on the floor. It's going to be Herrin basketball to start play here in this second half. And moving right to left in their pink uniforms here on Pink Night. And just a great evening here at Herrin High School. They feed it down low. Nobody there defensively. Good job from Jonathan Harrison, waiting on the defender to fly by. Jonathan gets the first bucket of the game, the second half for the Tigers. They're up 5 now, 27-22. With the ball now, Barrington. Lions moving left to right on the radio dial. Corner or left wing 3 from Skelcher, too strong. Rebound is grabbed by the Herrin Tigers, Chris Nelson. Into the front court, Xavier Williams on the left wing. Crossover to Weber. Weber throws it up top now to Nelson, and it's Harrison that dribbles to the right side to Lukens. His first touch of the second half, jumper off the front of the iron. The rebound grabbed by Skelcher for Carterville. The outlet pass to Barrington. To the hole, the runner with the right hand. Off the front of the iron, no good. And Jonathan Harrison, a big board. Bullet pass down to Nelson. He pulls up the kind of keep pace here. Wakey, low block. Back up top to Barrington. He takes it down on the left side of the lane. Pulls up the dribble. Somebody's got to come get him quickly, and they just lob it up to Hawkins. Hawkins. Step back 3, straight away, in and out, no good. And Nelson with the rebound for the Herrin Tigers. He brings it across midcourt himself, speeds into the front court, reverses to Harrison, now to Lukens. He's got an open 3, way off the high of the board. A lot of bad shots.
Yep, a lot of
by
bad
both
shots
teams.
indeed. I can't remember the time that Kyries has struggled this much from the field.
He's only got
the two free throws, and that's it.
So 7-point lead, Lions down 29-22 here in the third quarter. Carterville's ball. Skelcher drives it to the elbow, dishes to Waller. Josh pulls up, finds Barrington. Back to Waller to the free throw line. His free throw line jumper's good.
Good shot.
Maybe that gets him going. He's got 5. 29-24, cuts the lead to 5. There's Weber, dishes it to Nelson. Now it's Harrison, head fake on Wakey. Wakey playing with 3 fouls here. 2 fouls. In the paint, down low. The
good
bucket
move
was
by
good.
Nelson there.
It was a good move. 14 now for Chris.
Breakout game for him.
Yeah, leading all scorers. 31-24. Barrington dishes it to Hawkins. Hawkins gets bumped, Waller gets bumped. Now to Skelcher. Right side to Barrington. Drew pulls up. Over to the right side to Skelcher. He drives into the paint, was through the pass to Wakey, and the turnover right off his hands. And it's going to be Caden Wilson that's going to come in to replace Braden Wakey. Here's Xavier Williams. Right side to Weber, back to Williams, inside to Ark, off the block, jumper is good. 8 now for X, the Herrin version of Xavier Williams. 33-24, the 9-point lead. Barrington, his shot partially blocked. Skelcher gets it, his shot blocked by Harrison. Here comes Weber to the hole the other way. Good defense by Skelcher. Again, and Carterville did this at in the Meridian game. Yeah. In that Meridian game.
A little bit too many.
Barrington shooting free throws and hits the first. This Lions broadcast is brought to you by Stephen Rich's Barber Styling on Division Street in Carterville. They are open Tuesday through Friday from 8 until 5, Saturday from 8 until 2. Everybody wants to make the perfect pass. Sometimes you just got to take the shot. And Carterville finds themselves kind of getting into that trap from time to time. 6 in the game now for Drew. 33-26. Herrin basketball with the lead. Williams slowly walks across between the circles to the right side. Nelson into the game. Grady Cox, he has the ball in his hands. Reverses it. Back on the right side to Nelson. Wants to feed down low to Harrison on the block. Here's Cox. Spin move at the elbow. Xavier Williams, jumper from about 15, no good. Cox just reached over the top, took the rebound, keeps it with the Tigers. Harrison, jumper from right elbow. That's off the back of the iron. Cox battling for the rebound. Nelson gets it, and he has an easy putback. 16 for Chris Nelson.
And you have to give Cox credit for keeping the ball alive.
Skelcher, an open 3, in and out, no good. Harrison, the rebound for the Herrin Tigers.
I'm not seeing Skelcher miss that many threes before in a game. He just can't find the range tonight.
Harrison's shot blocked by Colton Hawkins. Colton just picked up the foul.
But you take a look through the lineup, Colton Hawkins has 1 field goal. Brandon Skelcher has no field goals. And then on the other side, you got Lukens with no field goals. It's just very odd here tonight.
Harrison is at the line shooting free throws, and the first one rims out.
Well, they can't hit a free throw to save their life. Good thing for the Lions.
He's 1 for 6 from the stripe here.
Wow.
This evening.
That's needs some work there.
Jonathan Harrison, the 6'5 senior. Second. There. Took his time on that one. 8 for Harrison in the game. And it's a 10-point lead for the Tigers. 2:49 remaining here in this third quarter. Carterville down to about the last 8 games of the season. 9. This tonight would be meaning 9 games left in the season.
Well, and it's over. Playing 3 a week, it gets over pretty quick that way.
Yeah. So, in the front court, over on the right wing, there's Xavier. Top of the key 3 from Grady Cox, in and out, no good. The fans really want to go crazy for him getting a bucket. And Barrington now into the front court. for the Lions. There's Waller's three. Oh, off the back of the iron. Long rebound. Grabbed by Hawkins. Fakes it. Throws it to Barrington. He takes it to the rack. It's the foul. And Drew has a couple of free throws coming to him after the foul by Chris Nelson.
Yeah, I always am amazed by Barrington's ability to hang in the air. Just kind of contort his body and find ways to get off shots a lot of guys can't get.
So Drew, with 6 points in the game, has the first free throw. 7 now. This Lions broadcast brought to you by Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating. For over 40 years, they've been serving the region, and they are your York dealer. Find out more. Go to charliesairandheat.com. Second, good from Drew. 8 in the game. Wakey comes back into the game to replace Josh Waller. Carterville trails by 8. Just under 2 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. Lukens has had a quiet night for the Herrin Tigers. Just 2 points in the ballgame. Both on free throws. Xavier, his wild shot out of control, no good. And Barrington, the board, into the front court. Takes it strong to the hole. That's how you do it. Drew Barrington puts him in double digits, 10. And that cuts the lead from 10. Carterville on the last 2 possessions have got it down to 6. Defensive stop here would help the Lions. Nelson, top of the key between the circles. Right side to Harrison. Feeds Cox. Cox's jumper from about 18, no good. Carterville beat Herrin back of this third quarter. Herrin into the front court. Harrison on the right wing with Wakey on him defensively. Slashing through was Cox, not there. Now it's going to be Xavier Williams that takes over. Xavier toward the hash left side. Chris reverses to Lukens. 20 seconds, 23 to be exact. Kyrese looks at Saylor's shirts. Saylor right there next to him, about 4 feet away. 15 on the clock, heading toward the fourth quarter here. 36-30, the 6-point lead for the Tigers. Under 10, we're at 7, 6, 5. Nelson to the hole, the layup is good. Good clock management there by the Herrin Tigers. Shot at the buzzer over the top.
Logan College is proud to support area high schools in the classroom and on the playing field. John A. Logan offers high school students the opportunity to earn college credit while in high school. Students can get a jump start on their college careers while saving money. After high school, students can easily transition to one of the college's career and technical education programs or a traditional baccalaureate transfer program. No matter your path, you'll know why everyone says, why would you go anywhere else? Good luck this season and visit jalc.edu.
This is News Radio 1340 WJPF Herrin, W258DP Herrin, 99.5 FM.
SIU Credit Union now offers interest with their free checking with e-statements accounts. Sign up for free checking and start earning a dividend on balances over $1,000. Open with just $25, and there's no monthly fees when you sign up for e-statements.
I have Carter
access to over
2 for 19 now on threes.
God damn it. 2 for 19. Okay. I don't know why my phone is suddenly doing this. As we head to the fourth quarter here at Herrin, Tigers have an 8-point lead. It's 38-30.
Well, just a stunning stat. Carterville, 2 out of 19 on threes. That's around the 10% mark. That really will cost you most of the time.
Crazy. Tigers steal the basketball from the Lions. And then it's turned right back over as he stepped on the sideline, I think is what the official's saying.
Yeah.
Kyrese Lucan comes slashing through. Thought he had the easy steal. Gives it back to Carterville, who trail by 8, 38-30. Here's Barrington. Now to Caden Wilson. Back to Barrington. Right side to Skelcher. Wants to go inside. Dribbles inside the arc. Now to Wakey, who's up high. To the paint. To Wilson. Jump and a layup is good. 20 now for Chris Nelson. He's a candidate for player of the game this evening. He's been outstanding. He's at 20. On the road at Herrin on News Radio WJPF.
There's always time for the drive-through deal. Because no matter how fast you are at making breakfast, McDonald's is faster.
Wake up to McDonald's breakfast. Right now, buy a sausage biscuit, sausage McMuffin, or sausage McGriddles and get the second one for just $1. Order ahead in the app and pick up curbside. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer. Valid for product of equal or lesser value.
Yeah, bring it back. 40-32 is our score. Here with 7 to play. And what's our goal for scoring, John Homan?
50 points, baby.
Carterville scores 51. Herrin averages about 53. Why they're a 500 team? I guess this year.
So.
Down low. They feed it into Harrison, and his layup is good. He's got double-digit 10 now for the Herrin Tigers, 42-32, back to a 10-point lead. Carterville needs some buckets, and they need some defensive stops. Hawkins, he's just off the elbow left. Now to Wakey, who comes up to the high post. Off to Hawkins. Hawkins down the paint, run over the defender, and a charging call called on Colton Hawkins, his 3rd foul. And the turnover gives it right back to the Tigers on the foul.
I think they're showing 4 on Hawkins now. Is that right? Am I looking at it right up there?
It does show 4.
Okay.
So it's Blinking Tigers. Nelson dribbles around the top from the foul. Is going to be called on Barrington, or are they going to pick up Hawkins? It's going to be on Drew Barrington, his 3rd. And so Alex Kimbrough comes in to get Colton Hawkins. Colton's going to the bench. So it's Herrin basketball with that 10-point lead. Just under 6 to play. Nelson. Man, he's so fast and
scored again.
He's just slicing through the lane. And I think Kyrie's just blew a tire, I think is what happened out there.
Shoe might be in ill repair.
Yeah, there's some fluid out on the floor, and so they'll get that mopped up. Don't forget, tomorrow night, Carterville on the road at Benton. Pre-game coverage starting at 7:30. Tip-off slated for 7:45. Herrin Tigers, or excuse me, the Benton Rangers this evening. Let's see if I can get a couple updates here while we got a couple of minutes. Nashville, nothing on that. Nothing on Murfreesboro. Big game.
I was kind of curious about that Murfreesboro-Massac game, yeah.
Benton took care of DuQuoin by 10, 54-44. Just follows the arc around the top. Gets it to Barrington. He takes it in the paint. Was the foul on Lukens? No. Harrison, maybe?
Looks like Harrison's number is highlighted.
Yeah. Colton Hawkins to throw it away and turn it over to the Tigers. The break. That's Nelson.
Again.
24 for Chris Nelson. Back to a 12-point lead. Down low, Carterville's ball. Wakey gives up the quick pass to Skelcher. Now to Barrington with just under 5 to play. Hawkins saves the ball from a turnover. Drives it down low. Wakey gets fouled. And the foul is going to be on Grady Cox, his 4th.
Yeah.
And now Braden Wakey, who is scoreless tonight. And Grady Cox gets a great round of applause from the Herrin fans. Was that 5?
Well, maybe it is. We thought it was 4, but it's kind of hard to tell sometimes with the new scoreboard. A lot of bells and whistles there.
Braden Wakey coming off a 10-point game against Vandalia at the BIT. And he's going to the line to maybe pick up his first point of the game. Damn.
We've had a lot of strange things happen tonight.
Yes, we have. No good. Outlet pass. Xavier Williams was camped out down on the far baseline, and Carterville did not see him there.
They did recover to prevent a layup, though.
No, they didn't. But he missed the shot, but he got his own rebound, and now Tigers can run some clock. They get it to Harrison. Harrison on the right of the elbow. Jumper from now Williams is no good. Rebound Harrison. He got hammered by Brandon Skelcher. Skelch wanted to get on the foul, picks up his first in the night. And the first one rims out. This Lions broadcast is brought to you by IBEW Local 702. Proud supporter of Lions sports all season long. IBEW Local 702, providing a better lifestyle for members. Better life for all. Jonathan Harrison. His second is good. Gives him 11 in the contest. And a timeout on the floor with 4:09 remaining here on News Radio WJPF. We'll be back in 30.
Are you looking to enhance the beauty of your home or garden? Look no
I'm
further
not.
than turning
I
your
just want to
home
let you
into
know.
the
I know what's
studio.
happening.
I'm jumping to the stream audio, and then as soon as I hear you're back, I switch it back over.
I'll figure it out before tomorrow night.
Stone, premier landscaping service of Southern Illinois.
We appreciate you listening here on News Radio WJPF. We have just over 4 minutes remaining in the game, and Carterville finds themselves down 13 points here, 47-34.
Yeah, it's going to take a monumental comeback by the Lions, and just haven't been able to shoot the ball well tonight. That's you know, pretty simple.
What it comes down to, you got to make buckets. And we said earlier, the first to 50 wins the game. Hawkins missed the jumper from the free throw line, and Kyrese Lukens the rebound. Outlet pass to Xavier Williams. Stutter steps toward the rim on the baseline now, reverses back out. Skip pass right side to Harrison. Carterville has to foul. Skelcher comes out to foul. Brandon just picked up his second. Fans start to stand up, put their jackets on. Think about heading toward the exits. But Herrin fans to be congratulated. A great night here. Pink out night. And did a good job. Lawrence Greer onto the floor for time this evening. Skelcher his third in the last 45 seconds. It's what you got to do. Make him make the free throws with 3:45 remaining.
Well, if you'd told me that Kyrese Lukens would go 0 for 8 from the field, have 2 points both on free throws, 1,000-point scorer, and only his junior, that even gives you more reason to believe the Lions would have won.
But Lee just can't get going. Colton, a cold night, he's got 6. Back the other way, he's got 4. 50 to. So it's going to be Carterville ball from the baseline to the right. Brandon now can go to the line to shoot free throws for the Carterville Lions as the foul is on Jonathan Harrison. That's going to be his 5th.
That was just a tremendous play by Hawkins to keep the ball alive, throw it behind his back, and it went right to Skelcher, who drew the foul.
Is that the 5th on Harrison? I had him with 5. Brandon hits the free throw. His first point of the game. Must have been his 4th.
Yeah, I had him with 4.
So Brandon, who just picked up his first point of the game, and he's been shooting a lot here tonight, misses the second. Rebound is grabbed by Lukens for Herrin with 3 minutes remaining. Coming up, we'll have our doing.
Neither team.
They must have tightened up the rims here.
Well, yeah, you're right. I mean, something's different, huh? It's just incredible the amount of misses we're seeing at the free throw line tonight. All the misses from the outside, from perimeter from both teams.
Second from Skelcher's good.
Wow. 2
for Brandon. Gonna have to talk to Stephanie. Maybe she put some tape up on those rims, you know. And
something.
A foul from behind. I think they're gonna get that on Caden Wilson. His second on Caden. So now Shane Hawkins has Waller, Wakey, and Hawkins at the scorers table. Xavier Williams shooting a couple. The second from Xavier is good. Carterville's in the front court. Shot blocked by Harrison, by Barrington, and a pushing foul is going to be called White, number 5. That's going to be the 4th on Josh Waller. So, at the line, Chris Nelson.
He hadn't done very well at the free throw line. That's about the only knock can have on him tonight.
He's got 24 to lead all scorers. The second from Chris, that one's good. 25 now. 2.5 to play. Shane Hawkins still coaching for the Lions. He's standing down in the far corner. And Carterville turns it over for the 4th time here in this 4th quarter, and a foul called on Carterville, the push foul.
It's going to be on Waller. That'd be number 5 on him.
Yep. Josh just fouled out for Carterville. He finishes the night with 5 points, a 3-pointer, and a field goal. So Caden Wilson back into the game, and that's going to put Jonathan Harrison shooting 2.
And he's been the biggest defender at the free throw line for Herrin.
He misses the first, and he's been missing the first and making the second.
Sometimes.
He's got 11 points in the game.
He only made 3 free throws. Missed 7.
Missed again, 8. And then over the back call is going to be called on Kyrese Lukens.
3 out of 11 from the line for Harrison.
Dave McKenzie, I know that. In an early morning. For the first, Hawkins. His second free throw was good. Gives him 8 points in the ball game.
Hit both, didn't he?
Yep.
Yeah.
Did I see Darren Kennard here earlier?
I haven't seen him.
Okay, maybe not.
That doesn't mean he's not here. I just haven't seen him.
I thought maybe he was here earlier, but okay. Just thinking about
wouldn't
something.
Surprise me.
He had a big day. I knew that. We have a timeout on the floor. 2:30.
So we've taken services like mobile banking and teen debit accounts, added in helpful employees and a full trust department, and topped it off with a commitment of service to our communities. Put it all together, and it's clear why the Bank of Herrin is a leader in the communities we serve. Community strong, the Bank of Herrin, it's not just a bank, it's a relationship. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
At Ron Ward Chevrolet in Herrin, we are teaming up to bring you the best deal on your next vehicle. At Ron Ward, we always have over 100 cars to choose from. You can shop our entire selection at ronwardchevy.com. Come test drive your next vehicle, and we'll have the car and keys ready before you arrive. Now that's teamwork. So come see our team at Ron Ward Chevy in Herrin. We support
8 is our score with 2:13 remaining. Dave McKenzie and John Homan with Caden. His third.
Well, how long will it take to play the last 2:13?
32 minutes.
That might be right.
So it's going to put Xavier Williams shooting free throws now. He's 3 for 5 from the stripe on the night.
Which makes him high water mark.
Yeah. And he hits the first one. Don't forget Sports Voice coming up tomorrow morning with Murph and Hudson. from 8 until 10. I'll pop in there about 9 o'clock. Don't forget tonight, Darren Kennard and River Radio Sports Central on the Facebook page. He'll update scores from around the entire region. He'll have some coverage from Carterville's day and Southern Illinois' day at the state bowling tournament in O'Fallon. So Darren will have a big night on his update coming up later tonight on the River Radio Sports Central Facebook page. 2:02 and another foul called.
Yeah, been a lot of those called tonight. Let's just say that Colton sold that one pretty well.
It's crisp this evening. Unfortunately, Carterville needed an above-average performance. 10. And another timeout on the floor. 15-point lead for the Tigers. It's 55-40. Back in 60 here on News Radio WJPF.
Don't let the name fool you. The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local 702, represents more than just electricians. The IBEW is made up of Southern Illinois linemen, tree trimmers, telephone work, Local 702, providing a better
towing in Marion. On Facebook and Twitter, go like and follow River Radio Sports Central. River Radio Sports Central, powered by Reynolds Exteriors, Marion Chevy, and IBEW Local 702. I'll see you live on Facebook Friday night for Friday Night Live, presented by SI Towing.
Foul Fest taking place here at Herrin High School tonight.
There's some new players in the game. Look at the JV unit in
for
both teams.
Yep. Shane is switching out. Zach Snow on the floor. Also, Johnny Miller comes out on the floor. Let's see here. We've also got a number that I do not have on my roster. Johnny Miller. Let's see, who else have we got? Out number 2, Elliot Berge. We'll pick them up as play continues on here. 15-point lead for the Tigers. They're going to improve to 16-6 on the season. Carterville will go to 11-10, heading to Benton tomorrow night to face the Rangers. This down toward the corner. It's going to stay with the Tigers. As I say, it was off of Elliot Berge. Triggering in is going to be Carter McCree. Carter on the far sideline. Minute 10 remaining. Falkenberry into the front court. Now left of the circle to Shoemaker. Harper throws it up top. Now right wing back to Falkenberry. Left-hand dribble around the top. Reverses the other way. Herrin content to run clock. Carterville content to let Herrin run clock. Conference now, though. Herrin picks up their 3rd conference win. They are 3-2.
So they're in a dead heat with the Lions. Both teams.
Carterville is 4-1 in conference. I'm sorry. Going to be the scores. Carterville's conceded. Clock winds under 10. Herrin fans come to their feet. They start making their way toward the exits with 3 seconds remaining, and that is the ball game. 55-40 is the final score. Stay with us. Our first Southern Bank postgame show is coming up next here on News Radio WJPF.
At Southern Illinois Rejuvenation Center, their process is simple: to rejuvenate the youthful appearance of the face. For the best results, it takes a specialist. The Southern Illinois Rejuvenation Center is the only facility in the Southern Illinois region with the technology, proven equipment, and quality products that all merge to create an experience that cannot be replicated. They work closely with you to create custom solutions to achieve your ideal look. For a complimentary consultation, visit them online at rejuvenatesi.com.
Bank with people you know, who know and love Southern Illinois. First Southern Bank is a community bank that cares for and gives back to the communities we serve. Locally owned, local people, local decisions, and locations throughout Southern Illinois to serve you. community bank.
Carterville is a locally owned and operated business serving Southern Illinois for over 20 years, specializing in much more than commercial or residential lawn care. Joseph McMahon and his crew can do snow removal, bush hogging, tree trimming, or tree removal, landscaping.
55-40, the final score here at Herrin High School. And the Herrin Tigers now pick up their 16th win of the season, their third conference win of the night. John Homan and Carterville 11-10, 4-2 in conference.
Well, it was. We knew it'd be a tough weekend to say the least, and it started out tough here tonight. The Lions just could not find the range on their shots, and Herrin's athleticism really caused some problems. And there were several shots that were blocked, but in a nutshell, the Lions shoot the ball better. If they just shoot an average game, it might have been a much tighter ball game tonight.
When you look at the scoring here this evening, we'll start, he's got to be one of our candidates for our Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating Player of the Game, and that is Chris Nelson, who finished with 25 points. He's been 25 of the 55 scored by Herrin.
He had a tremendous game. He's very, very raw. It's his first year of varsity basketball after having pretty much sat out of basketball the last 2 years. He's a track star, and now he's turning into a basketball star as well. He just brings a whole new dimension to the Herrin Tiger Ball Club, because they won this ball game going away without Kyrie Slukins making much of a contribution offensively.
He was outstanding tonight as he was the leading scorer, 25 points for Chris Nelson. Also 11 from Jonathan Harrison, 13 from Xavier Williams, 2 from Kyrie Slukins, and 4 from Keegan Weber. 55 points scored this evening here at Memorial Gymnasium by the Herrin Tigers. Carterville led by the 12 points from Caden Wilson. Caden came off the bench and was outstanding this evening. He's a candidate for our player of the game. He finishes with 12. Colton Hawkins and Drew Barrington each with 10 points. 8. Josh Waller finishes with 5. The game, I think it's a pretty easy decision for me. You got to give it to Chris Nelson of the Herrin Tigers. We talked about him just moments ago. He was outstanding. And Chris Nelson is our Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating Player of the Game. Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating, keeping you comfortable no matter what, with punctual service, 5-star satisfaction, and an experience from over 40 years in the business. Chris Nelson, Player of the Game.
Yeah, I think he earned it tonight. Certainly a career high, and a big factor in Herrin's win tonight. And we're
going to go on and take a break here on our first Southern Bank post-game show, expecting Shane Hawkins to make his way out of the locker room. And we'll continue here from Memorial Gymnasium in Herrin on
and the experience that comes from 40 years in the business. Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating in Carterville is your York dealer.
Right, of course, you're good to get out after
no matter
this.
what the weather's like, as well as help you save money on your energy bill. There's a reason Charlie's has a reputation for excellence and integrity. Learn more about installing a new York system at charliesairandheat.com or call today for a free estimate. With York, install confidence.
John A. Logan College is proud to support area high schools in the classroom and on the playing field. John A. Logan offers high school students the opportunity to earn college credit while in high school. Students can get a jump start on their college careers while saving money. After high school,
What's
students
that?
can easily
Is Sailor over
transition
there
to
on
one
the
of
air?
college's
Can you tell?
career and technical
Yeah.
education programs,
Okay.
or a traditional baccalaureate transfer.
Hey, everybody
program.
online,
No
thank you
matter
for
your
watching.
path, you'll know why
We
everyone
appreciate
says,
you.
why would you go anywhere else? Good luck this season and visit jalc.edu.
Herrin Tigers put it away late this evening in the fourth quarter. And the score was 11-10 at the end of the first quarter. Herrin, it was a 3-point lead at halftime, 25-22. Tigers had an 8-point lead at the end of 3, but they blew it open there in the fourth quarter. Thank you to the 25 points scored by Chris Nelson tonight, 55-40, our final score.
Yeah, just one of those nights, where the Lions couldn't seem to get any kind of rhythm. Offensively, you might get a basket here, basket there, but just couldn't get on the run. And when you can't get on the run, it's kind of tough to win on the road.
No. And Xavier Williams, he was Xavier Williams. He does such a good job getting up and down the floor. 13. Got to give credit to Carterville's Caden Wilson. he was really the spark there that kind of kept Carterville in it.
He was
in that second and third quarter.
I liked his quickness. He was confident in his shot. He took shots from the outside. He hit a couple. He drove the lane. Got some, did a great job of asserting his aggressiveness and gave Carterville, like you said, a little bit of a spark.
And Colton Hawkins scored 8 of the Lions' 10 points in the fourth quarter, just to keep it respectable at 15 points.
Yeah, I mean he struggled throughout a big part of the. Only had 2 at the half. He didn't score in the third quarter. So then you take a look at other guys. I mean, Brandon Skelcher didn't have a field goal, and Drew Barrington, he only had 3 field goals. So just the guys who constantly have been the scoring players for the Lions just didn't have a good night. You could say the same about some of Herrin's players as well. Not, players were struggling to put the ball in the hole tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. And like we said jokingly earlier, kind of maybe Stephanie tightened up the rims here.
Maybe
for
could
Pink.
be. I don't know.
So, but anyway, Herrin Tigers get the 15-point win, 55-40. Here, back in action tomorrow night to take on the Benton Rangers. When Carterville played in the BIT last week, they managed to avoid the Benton Rangers in the way the bracket fell.
Yeah.
And but they'll get to take on the Rangers this evening. They knocked off DuQuoin tonight, so
we're catching it's a tough team, a hot team in Benton Rangers.
Oh.
I mean, they are state ranked. I think they were like 5th or 6th in the state. 2A.
Yep.
Just a fantastic team, one of the better Benton teams I've seen in the last 20-25 years. And they just have so many weapons, but they all shoot the ball well from the outside, and that makes them so dangerous. And on their home floor, it's going to be tough to beat them.
When your leading three-point shooter is Tedeschi, and he stands, 6'8", 6'9".
About that, yeah.
And he doesn't, for a big guy, he doesn't really get down in the paint and waller around a whole lot. He likes to be out on that perimeter and shooting out there. And so Carterville going to have their hands full again tomorrow night and not much time to think about it. You know that Shane will have a shoot-around, walk-around tomorrow morning with his team. But, and look at the schedule, too. Coming up the next 2 weeks after we clear this weekend, Tuesday, Friday, Saturday,
Yeah.
and then Tuesday. So there's not a lot of practice time. Now, they're coming off a period where they had 4 days.
Isn't that last game on a Thursday?
I
thought the last game was
Tuesday.
They usually play instead of having a last game on a Friday going into
Thursday. You're correct.
Yeah, I think that last game on a Thursday with Murfreesboro. Yeah, home game.
Coach hadn't made his way out. I think we'll go on and wrap up this broadcast, but we'll have pregame conversation with him tomorrow night from Benton. For our producer, engineer back at the studio, Brian R. Powell. For John Homan, I'm Dave McKenzie. It was all Herrin here in the fourth quarter this evening. They get the win by 15, 55-40. Thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you tomorrow night on News Radio WJPF. God bless, everybody.
This Carterville Lions broadcast.
All right, gentlemen, we'll speak at you tomorrow.
Okay,